In the southern part of India's largest state, Rajasthan, lie the Zawar mines. These are one of the world's oldest zinc smelting sites, dating back to the 13th century AD. Spread across 3,620 hectares, the zinc mines are located in the 5th Schedule area, inhabited primarily by the Bhil and Meena tribes. The Adivasi communities in this region depend on the Kevada Reserve forests surrounding the Aravalli mountain range for their livelihoods. Once owned by the Hindustan Zinc Limited, a public sector undertaking, these mines were partly acquired by the Vedanta Group during the Government of India's disinvestment drive in 2002. The expansion of Zawar mines is dotted with environmental violations by the Vedanta Group: degradation of land and resources, loss of crops, livelihoods, and severe health issues for the Adivasi communities living in the region. For years, agriculture has been our lifeline, but this year it's been a heartbreaking struggle. I sowed 3 kilograms of pulses on my 2-acre farm, hoping for a decent harvest. Sadly, it all dried up, withered away into nothingness. Look at my field. It's parched because there's no water in the wells or hand pumps. Without food or water, how are we to survive? Asks Lakshmi Devi, a 56-year-old resident of Kanpur village in Udaipur district. When we make chai with this water, the milk splits. Even dal doesn't get cooked properly, says Janki Devi, a resident of Kanpur village. Hindustan Zinc Limited, in their EIA report submitted to the Ministry of Environment and Forests in 2016, claimed minimal environmental pollution since Zawar mines are an underground operation. No land degradation would take place on account of underground mining operations. Most of the dust produced during blasting will settle down underground and get diluted by ventilating air before being exhausted. But this is far from the truth. Fly ash from the 80 milliwatt coal-fired captive power plant set up by the Hindustan Zinc in the center of Nefthalai village has left the entire village covered in black dust. All the water sources have turned black. Manju Devi is a 65-year-old woman farmer whose 2-acre farm is located right next to the power plant, separated by a boundary wall with pipes connected to the factory running through it. The water from the factory is released into her fields. Her field is black and parched. Her cattle have lost all their hair and weight as a result of feeding on the toxic grass. But the damage doesn't stop there. Vedanta's mining endeavors have inflicted considerable environmental harm. Environmental assessments, including those conducted by the Ministry of Environment and Forests, show alarming levels of pollution. Airborne dust from mining operations and contaminated water sources have left a devastating mark on the ecosystem. Water sources in the region have turned toxic, contaminated with substances like cadmium and zinc. These pollutants have taken a toll on the health of women and children in the area. Skin ailments, gastrointestinal problems, gynecological complications are now distressingly common. Some women reported miscarriages. Children born in these communities often bear deformities linked to the high levels of contaminants in their water sources. There is one barely functional hospital in the mines with one nurse on duty. But Adivasi women are fighting back. They are demanding proper rehabilitation for the destruction caused by Vedanta's mining through the District Mineral Foundation's funds, as well as representation in the allocation process. It should be noted that this isn't the first time Vedanta has come under fire. Recently, a report by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, accused Vedanta of allegedly running covert lobbying campaign to weaken key environmental regulations during the COVID-19 pandemic. In the absence of spaces for their participation, Adivasi women have created their own spaces to demand for their right to life, livelihood, and clean environment. With this, they are challenging Vedanta, the state, and patriarchy within their communities. For more stories on women's land rights, follow Behenbox.